Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we'll be making a very easy and quick recipe of Haleem. So let's get started. Before I started making the Haleem, I just realized that it was raining outside, so I thought I'll share some clips with you guys. Alright, back to the kitchen. So here I have 2 kilograms of beef. This beef is with bones because it gives a better taste. So first I will be adding salt to it. Here I'm taking 1 teaspoon of salt. After that we'll be adding 2 tablespoons of red crushed chilies. You can adjust the chilies according to your taste. If you want, you can add less, but I like to make it spicy, so here I'm adding 2 tablespoons. After that, I'm going to be adding 2 tablespoons of crushed garlic. This one is frozen, but if you want, you can add the fresh one too. After that, I'll be adding 1 packet of Haleem mix. This is the regular Haleem mix powder that you get. There's so many companies that make it, so you can add whichever you like. And after that, I'll be adding 3 tablespoons of red chili powder. I'm making a large quantity of Haleem, so that's why I'm adding 3 tablespoons of that. And here I have 4 chopped onions. We'll be adding that into the pressure cooker pan. And after that, we'll be adding some water to it. Okay, we want the meat to be very tender, so I'm going to be adding a lot of water. So I'm going to be adding 5 cups of water. So I'm just gonna go grab some water and then we'll be adding it in. But first we need to add another packet of Haleem mix because I'm basically making 2 packets. So I added 1 earlier and this is the second one. And I have my 5 cups of water here. We don't want to put a lot of water, otherwise the pressure cooker is going to give us problems. We don't want it to be overflowing when we turn it on. So I've added my 5 cups of water, but you also have a maximum line inside the pan that shows you how much water to add, so you can add it till the maximum. And I'm going to be putting the weight on it, and I'm going to be putting it on the stove and cook it for about 10 minutes, and then we'll be checking the meat if it's tender, and if we need some more water we can add it in. And then you can turn on the pressure cooker again. So here I have a bowl of water, and I'm going to be adding the lentil pack that comes inside the Haleem mix. I'm not taking the powder Haleem mix because I don't really like that one. So this one's basically 2 packs of that, and it's got whole lentils in it. So you just have to soak them for an hour or 2. 2 is even better. But I didn't really have too much time, so I'm just going to be soaking it for an hour and then we'll be cooking it. And while we wait, we're going to enjoy the rain outside. You can hear the soothing sound of rain. It's just an amazing weather today. Alright, back to the kitchen. We have our meat here. We're gonna check on it. It is tender, but I'm just gonna leave it for another 10 minutes. I'm gonna turn the pressure cooker on and we'll be cooking it for another 10 minutes. So yeah. Okay, now that the meat is tender, we'll be adding 2 cups of oil into it. And we just want to make sure the water that's remaining inside it dries up completely. So I just put it on high flame and I'm evaporating the water. And here I have all the water evaporated. And we're going to check onto our lentils. It's been 2 hours. So we're going to be taking the same pan, putting the lentils in it. We're going to pressure cook these ones as well, like we did the meat, just to make it a little faster. And we're going to be adding 5 cups of water to these. And I normally like to add just 2 ingredients to the lentils. This makes the cooking time even faster. So that is salt and turmeric. So I'm going to be adding 1 teaspoon of salt into the mixture and about 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric powder. And we're going to pressure cook it for like 10 minutes, and then we're going to open the pressure cooker, check on the lentils. If it needs more time, we're gonna let it cook for another 10 minutes. And it's been 10 minutes. I'm going to check onto the lentils now. Just mixing it around, and you can check it using your hands. If it breaks easily, then it means it's tender. But I think we need to add a little bit more water, and I'm going to leave it for another 10 minutes to cook. So I'm going to pressure cook it for another 10 minutes on medium flame. And we'll be checking onto the beef. It's ready. The water has evaporated and you can see the oil at the top. Okay, so I took the bone in beef, so I'm going to be separating the bones from the meat. So you can, because the mixture is really hot, I'm just gonna let it go to room temperature, and then I'm going to be separating the bones from the meat. Here it's been 10 minutes and the lentils are perfectly cooked. You can see them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to blend them a little. But first I'm just going to remove the bones out of the meat, because the mixture is a little at room temperature now. So I'm going to be using I'm just blending the lentils. We don't want to blend them too much, otherwise we won't be able to taste the granules of what we're eating. So we want to let those, we want a little bit of granules in it. So after blending it with a blender, you can see it turned out to be a very thick paste. And this is exactly how we want it to be. Okay, so the lentil is all done, and we just have to remove the bones out of the meat, and you can just smash them properly with your hands, kind of like shredding it. The meat is so tender that it's just gonna shred so easily. And eventually this is how it should look like. Just using my hands, I smashed it all, and there are no bones in here. So it's all ready, and we'll just be putting this into our lentil mixture that we just made. So just give that a mix, and I'm going to be adding the meat into it. That's all, it's ready. We're just going to mix it properly. So the lentil and the meat just come all together and be one thing. So just mixing it up properly. And the flame is on. It's on medium. We just want to cook them all together, so the meat just gives the lentil a very good taste. Okay, so the haleem is ready, and we just need the toppings that we'll be putting on it. So here I have some onions that I'm frying in oil, so they'll just turn a little brown, and I'm gonna take them out. And the onions are ready. So here I have all the things that the haleem requires to be decorated with. So I'm going to be first adding the brown onions that we just made. You can add them according to your taste, more or less whatever you like. And we have some freshly chopped coriander here, cilantro. We're just gonna add that on top. And I have some chaat masala and some chopped green chilies. So I'm first adding the chaat masala, and then we'll be adding the chopped green chilies. I like it really spicy, so I'm going to be adding a little more chopped green chilies to it. And just to give it a tangy flavor, we're going to be adding some lemon juice. This is just gonna take it to the next level. And you can serve the haleem with just plain boiled rice with some cumins in it, or you can serve it with naan. Here I have some naan that we're gonna be serving them with, but the haleem goes well with both. I hope you guys enjoyed this recipe. If you did, please do subscribe to my channel, and do like this recipe, try it at home, and share it with your friends and family. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.